Okay, let's just go normal move. Knight d5, nice square. Knight to e4, king g8, and now Harry 4. So you're right, Fiona. I'm sorry. I've let Harry down. I've let the team down. Yeah. I've let the team down today. I really feel disgusted with myself at the moment.
As you should.
As I should. Totally
Hang your head in shame.
I'm just going to commentate like this from now on. Too disgusted. How can I forget about you, poor Harry? And now, well, we have Queen e8 played, and the Queen is coming to f7. So White's a pawn down, Black's a pawn up. Has White got compensation for the pawn? Do we think he's got any compensation at all?
I have to say, when I was on break, while you were interviewing Jonas, I had a quick glance at the computer.
Ah, get out of there.
And not just at the computer, but also at what people were saying on Twitter.
Yeah.
And it turns out he does actually have some
compensation.
I mean, he even, at some point when he was 2 pawns down, the computer was giving +1, which is quite serious when you're, when you're 2 pawns down. I
mean, the problem with these positions of Black always is...
It's just, you're just so stuck, The question is, that what does White do? But I think maybe one of the problems I have when I'm a pawn down or 2 pawns down, I want to get my compensation immediately. What I struggle to understand is that sometimes it's just long-term compensation. Like, I don't need to find an immediate blow. Like, you can just play moves and improve your position. And the problem is Black can't really do much.
It's true. I mean, what does either side do here? Because what does White do? But what does Black do as well? Because if Black tries to go king h7 at all, then the point of h4 is h5 is going to be very strong. You're opening up the bishop towards the king, so you can't go king h7, meaning you can never get your rook out. I'm assuming Magnus is aiming to go queen f7, therefore. But even when you do that, I mean, is the idea queen f7, knight f4? It's the only active kind of plan I can see in this position. But I mean, again, it's both sides. I'm not really sure what both sides should do. I don't think White, as you say, should be forcing things. I don't think White should take this pawn either. Maybe you can, because then you're not a pawn down anymore. Just grab the pawn back. You're not even anything down. And
we're just being told that a typical tiger maneuver, apparently, in this position is to play rook h7, followed by bishop h8 and rook f7.
Okay, very nice. So that's one way to get the rook into the game. It takes a lot of moves, though. Okay, let's try to think of some plan for White here that we can do. Something active. What pieces can I improve? I can't really... I mean, I can grab on a6, but I like my bishop. My bishop's nice.
You know what I think, Simon? I think we could be in for a little time scramble here. Because for now, the players still have half an hour on the clock, but they still have to play 20 moves.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's a kind of position where you tend to invest quite a lot of time because there is no obvious plan, there is no automatic moves. So I think this one, in about half an hour, 40 minutes from now, is going to be very, very interesting. One
more idea that you mentioned here, and I know you said we shouldn't go mental, but of course I want to go mental now, is can you go g4? Can you go g4 and h5? I mean, I don't want to give away the f4 squared so easily. I think that's why Magnus might be trying to go queen f7 and knight f4. But if I can get my pawn to h5, and you have to do something with your g pawn, then I'm really, really causing you some bother. But maybe queen f7 is a very good answer to that. And I was even willing to sack the h-pawn in some positions. I don't think it's good enough here, but here I think knight to f4 is the right
But I mean, again, maybe we have time to get our king out of the way and maybe swing the rook over before we...
Yeah, I'll tell you, okay, what about this? This could be quite funny.
And rook h1.
Yeah, then,
and king g1.
If Magnus is going to mess about with a tiger plan of rook h7 here and rook h7, we can do the double tiger plan. So let's go. I love it, Fiona. King h2. Let's just see this in action. So king h2. And now let's say
rook h7.
Rook h7.
Rook h1.
Rook, you're going to do a silly rook move. I'm going to do a silly rook move. And then bishop here. Oh, I like it. Bishop here. And then king back. And then rook f7. And eventually, here it comes, the swinger. And we get our rook to g3.
I like this, actually.
It's kind of like, maybe. I'm not sure I believe it, but it's...
Okay, he's about to move.
Okay, well, if he goes king h2, I will be absolutely blown away. Okay.
And someone
okay.
in the chat actually was just asking, why don't we just take the A pawn?
It's probably the best move, but I just didn't want to lose my light squared bishop, because as soon as I lose that, I feel black will be able to play king h7, and I can't attack the black king anymore. I'm losing my attacking chances, but okay, I'm not a pawn down anymore. I'm not a pawn down, so it's not so stupid, I guess, to just get the pawn back and play a game. Probably, maybe it's even about equal here, equal material, something like that. But Magnus has got the position he wants.
White, again, I mean, the only reason I'm not so sure I like white is because black is Magnus, but I think, objectively speaking, I really like white.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll come back to this one. Magnus has captured back on a6 instantly, and we're going to see, I guess, queen takes, right?
Sorry?
I mean, he will take with the queen.
Oh, okay, he's taken on a6, and queen takes, because otherwise b3 drops, and okay. Well, I'm taking a pawn actually just looks very sensible, doesn't it?
Okay, so let's come back to this one a bit later. Let's just see the...
Just current position now. Yeah. Magnus
has done his magic again.
Yeah, he's... How did it... Let's have a look how this occurred, because, well, we saw the position after queen takes a6, and it seems still like anyone's game maybe around this point. So let's see what Magnus did. Well, bishop f6, maybe just allowing his king to pop out.
And we have a tweet there by Tarjei saying Carlsen has gone from clearly worse to slightly worse and is now probably just much better against Perelshteyn.
And he looks much more confident now, doesn't he? So
he looks bored, actually.
Yeah, maybe.
Not bored, but...
Confident.
Sleepy.
Yeah. And, okay, so after bishop f6, we'll go through them as quickly. Queen c4, and Magnus just finds some better squares for his pieces. First, the knight on f8 pops out, and now he's certainly coordinating better. And look, all his pieces are making more and more sense. And he even straightens up his pawns. This is interesting because he sacrifices the e6 pawn to do this, but as Neil said, he has exchanged off the pieces, the white's pieces that were decent have been removed from the board, but he's kept his big knight on d5. And we're now going to fast forward to the current position, where he's also got a lot of action on the h-file.
You know, I think that's the thing. As per the tweet, Tarjei's tweet, I think white probably was much better in the opening, but it's just against a guy like Magnus, if you get such a position, like, great, you got a much better position from the opening, but you have to be so accurate to prove that advantage. And Magnus is going to make it so hard for you. It's just, and it's impressive to see that even a strong grandmaster, it's not easy, even if you manage to get a good position from the opening.
I mean, there's still work to do here for Magnus to win this position, but one thing that Magnus is probably better than anyone else in the world ever at is winning positions like this. Positions where he has an advantage, even though he's a pawn down, he has an advantage. Look at that bishop of white's. That is not a bishop, that's a pawn. You know, you can't even call that a bishop because it has no future. The knight on d5 will sit there forever, so even if black just sits here, white can't really improve. And black maybe can try to make something on the king side now. Okay, I mean, if he checks straight away, is this premature? Let's have a look. Maybe it is premature, because maybe you want to try to get a mating net around that king, because the king's popping out here. But he should be able to make something on the king side here. I mean, rook h2 is very natural with the idea of going g4, taking away the f3 square for the white king, and then we're creating a checkmate net. But this is clearly going Magnus's way now, and I expect him to win it. Just to let you know, the analysis board there is still from the Ilyanov game, it's not from this game, so we just need to update that one. But it looks like the reigning champion is also going to be on 2 out of 2. But Magnus will win this one. He'll definitely win this one, no doubt about it.
Okay, let's go back.
Okay, so in Magnus Carlsen's game, he's taking control, and after g3, Magnus has actually chased the king out into the open. He's going for a bit of a king hunt. Love it. So check. Come on, white king.
People are saying time trouble. The thing is, Eugene has just reached move 40, so let's just have a quick look at what is going on. G4.
G4. offering another pawn. Is he really mating here? Okay, so let's be a greedy so-and-so.
Let's just take it.
I'm going to say, Magnus, I think you're bluffing. I'm going to take that one. I don't believe you. Well, just rook takes rook and rook takes f2 is crushing.
Yes, yes, yes.
I mean, the point is, because the king has drifted away from the f2 pawn, we can now go rook takes f2. And even here, Magnus is a pawn down, but I feel he's probably completely winning with his knights now coming to all of the black pieces around that little king there. It's winning for Magnus. This must
be
the
problem also is your pieces are still so uncoordinated. You can't really move the bishop because then you're dropping the b2 pawn. As long as you don't move the bishop, you can't really activate the rook. So there's a lot of problems. Yeah, a lot of problems here. And he has taken the pawn, so he has gone king takes g4. So I expect rook takes c1 is the move to play, unless there's something else. Is there something even stronger? Probably not, because I think the king will come back to f3 otherwise, and we don't want to allow the king back to f3 in this position, do we? So I think we just... Actually, in the future, I think it's the first time we see this camera view. We'll have to do something about those water bottles in the future.
Yes. There's quite a lot of water going on there, so...
Okay, let's check in with Fabiano again.
Very well today, and let's just go current position here, I think, because he was grinding away and we got this kind of endgame position. Now it's equal material, but if you compare the pieces, first of all, the most powerful piece, Magnus's rook, is incredibly strong on c2. It's cutting that king off, it's active. White's rook is terrible, and black's knights may even start trying to making a mating there, something like knight g4 and rook h2. Checkmate is coming to mind. So do we have a move there? Did he go knight g4? I mean, I always like threatening checkmate, and that does threaten checkmate. That can't be a bad idea. Did he play that? It looks like he has played a move. What did he go for? Oh, he went rook e2. And he's just trying to tie down more of White's pieces. The knight cannot move now because you lose the bishop. It's just horrible. White's getting in nearly a zugzwang position. White can hardly move any of his pieces, and Magnus can still improve his position. He's even got knight e4.
But it's going to take a while.
I don't think it will take. 10 moves, I would say. Do you want to have a bet? Yeah. Okay. Oh, did I say 15 moves? Yeah.
You said 10.
Okay. I bet you Magnus will win on move 57 or before.
Okay, I'll take that bet.
Okay. A glass of wine. Okay. Move 57 or before. Okay. Yeah.
I can't believe yesterday Hikaru was the one who won your glass back.
That's all right. Thank you, Hikaru. And basically...
Oh, and Eric is saying, if it happens here, then you and Simon are clearly his good luck charms and are entitled to the shaving.
Oh, we can shave him.
Yeah, let's do... I mean, we were there for his last norm. We weren't there for his first. But
in Iceland,
if he gets one here, we clearly are lucky charms.
We want him to get one, definitely.
Yeah.
He's a
we'll
lovely guy. And he
we'll take part in the shaving.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll record it for my vlog.
Yeah.
Should get me excellent viewer numbers.
So we've got to get a ticket over to Canada now, was I?
No, I mean, it will take place here.
Oh, here?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, really?
I mean, if he gets the norm here on the last night.
Okay, that'd be... Oh, great. Yeah, we'll definitely be up for that. So, all right, well, I think Magnus will win, but the question is, okay, let's keep an eye.
On move 57.
57. And last time we had a bet like this, I won exactly on move 57. But I reckon we've got 10 moves. I want my glass of wine tonight. I didn't have enough last night. I'm getting thirsty.
I didn't have any.
I had 2 glasses, which is
okay, let's see.
Obviously, and it is tough for her to keep playing with females all the time. It's really ironic. She stops playing female chess, and she plays just as many females as she would do anyway. So, it's, Okay, so we're looking at Jovanka Huska's game, and the current position after bishop d2 against Sargsyan, very strong Armenian player, and I'm unfortunately going to say, because I am biased, I want Jovanka to do well in this game, I'm going to say she's in serious trouble here. And we have a result on board 1. Yes, get in there! Glass of wine, I think. What move was it?
Yeah, it was easily within.
Easily.
I have to...
Easily. So I won a glass of wine. Loser. Loser.
Okay, we need to quickly find another bet, because I don't think the show is going to go on for so much
What move was it? Are you sure?
49 only, I think.
Okay, but...
Excuse me.
Okay. What move did we say?
For 57.
Oh, okay. Right, okay. I thought it was 47 for a minute. You could have tricked me there. So, yeah. Okay, so Magnus won a game there. And, you know, a very exciting game. I mean, he picked a dangerous opening. His opponent came out punching. He may have been a little bit worse, but that's not so important always. People forget, even if you're worse, in messy positions, you can turn that around. That's what champions do. That's what champions do. And he turned it around and he